All right, it is 4:02, so call to order the Fire and Police Commission regular meeting. We'll do roll call. Chairman Hoffman?
Aye.
Commissioner Fiorito?
Aye.
Commissioner Riedman?
Aye.
Others in the audience?
Chief Thurman?
Deputy Chief Pufont.
Deputy Clerk Austin here. Item 2, we'll do approval of the minutes. April 2nd, 2025, Fire and Police Commission special meeting minutes. Does someone want to make a motion to approve?
I'll do a motion.
And a second?
I'll second.
All right, and a quick roll call. Chairman Hoffman?
Aye.
Commissioner Fiorito?
Aye.
Commissioner Riedman?
Aye.
Any closed session today?
Negative.
All right, so no return to open session. New business?
No new business.
Any old business?
None.
All right, departmental updates, correspondence?
Yes, a few. I'd like to report that Officer Dylan Coleman, who is in the academy, is doing quite well. He is training and progressing through the academy, still on track to graduate in June and come back and enter the FTO program. Officer Hart, our most recent full-time employee, police officer, is doing exceptionally well. If you recall, he was part-time with us and transitioned over to full-time. I'd like to inform everyone of an upcoming event. This event will kick off our outreach events for the year, our participation with the community in our crime prevention efforts, and that event is the Cop on Top. It's an event that is done in conjunction with the Special Olympics. It's a fundraiser event that raises funds for the Special Olympics. It will be held on May 16th, which is a Friday, from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Dunkin' Donuts on located at 1204 South Milwaukee Avenue, and we do plan on getting on the roof this year and having a successful event.
It says 5 o'clock?
It starts at 5 a.m. and goes until 10 a.m.
Oh, 5 a.m.
Yes. So we will have officers and police department staff standing in front of the Dunkin' Donuts and on the roof of the Dunkin' Donuts, 1204 South Milwaukee Avenue. I'd also like to inform you that both patrol and the sergeants' contracts have been ratified and have been signed off by both respective unions and the city. And lastly, I'd like to extend a thank you to Commissioner Fiorito for attending the spring seminar of the IFPCA Association training, completing modules 1, 2, 3, and 6. And,
Thank you.
That is all I have. Deputy Chief, do you have anything to add, sir?
I do not.
All right.
I just have some of my notes from the sessions. Are you guys aware of Bill 1943 that's going through right now?
What is that pertaining to, sir?
Oh, gosh. Well, it sounds like it's going to be very much having an effect if it goes. I think it's a Senate bill, and it's been approved 100% already, and it's going to the House right now, but it's going to change the way,
You said 1943?
yeah.
Like the warrant one? Serving warrants?
What is it?
What's it have to do with?
Well, I'm just writing notes here about,
Isolated timeout or timeout, physical restraint or timeout.
no.
Removes prohibition of prone restraint, removes language on parents and guardians of students of state superintendent of education shall be informed whenever isolated timeout occurs.
Let me see, it's maybe in my other packet here. I just wrote it down, I'm like, okay, I better talk about this one here, because it sounded like it was, like it's a done deal, like
And
it's,
it was 1943,
yeah.
yeah? I mean, I'm looking at it right here, according to,
No, it's under review now, correct? It's not been ratified yet. Unless I was dyslexic.
Well, DC and I will research the bill. We
Okay.
have some websites available to us to see what's under the Illinois Chiefs of Police Association, International Chiefs of Police Association, and I'll see what's going on and what's up for review. I honestly haven't heard anything Um,
Do you remember if it was related to body camera stuff?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
And I know Karina's, that stuff's big going
They
on.
also mentioned that the power test is going away. It's going to be replaced with a fit for force test. And he mentioned there was some case law where the fit for force in one particular city, the policeman had to be able to scale a 6-foot fence, but yet the city ordinance, you can't have anything more than a 5-foot fence. So somebody failed the 6-foot
And
fence,
they
sued, and then they won because
Yeah.
there's no fence over a 5-foot in the city.
Why should they have to go over a fence?
Because they said the power test is really just a preparation for the academy. It doesn't have anything really to do with the job, but you kind of want to make sure you get that part, because when you get to the academy, you're going to have to at least do all of that and then some. So,
Yeah, and I don't know that that's not a good yearly test to make sure people are, because I think in Joanna's department, they do that, they make them basically do a power test
really?
every year.
You guys don't do that, do you?
No, some departments, they offer an incentive program, allowing their employees to participate in the power test and offer time off or comp time. However, other municipalities have tried it, and there's been a lot of injuries as a result of offering the power test.
I believe that would have to be collectively bargained as well.
That is, to require it as a test, as a pass or fail, it would have to be agreed upon by the union, but as a bonus of sorts, that's something,
Yeah, I don't think they
but
have-
it has come back to,
I don't think they have to go anywhere, but I do know that they test them to do that. They do that, and then they do also this, like a mental health meeting that they have to, to sort of check in that they're doing okay and that kind of stuff. And that's done through insurance. So, just to make sure that you're mentally okay, and physically okay to keep doing the job.
And do you guys know about the rule of 3
As it relates to,
candidate selection?
meaning we can select from the top 3?
Like you can skip over 2?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't remember ever talking about that before.
We've never really done it.
But it's well within your right to say, I'm going to go to number 3 versus 1 or 2
Until you get.
for these reasons.
that is correct.
Right.
I thought it was interesting because I never heard of that before.
Mhm.
And for veterans' preference points, can they only use them once they get on and once for promotion, or do we allow them to use them both times?
They can use them initially when they get on, and once for a promotional.
Okay, so we allow, they're saying some people only allow once, that's it, to
Yeah,
get in the job?
our policy allows initial entry and then for promotional examination, but only once.
Okay. And that was my biggest notes that I took down there, and then this one here, I have more or not.
And you do not remember what the bill 1943 was related to, just the general topic or anything?
If you guys kick in a story, it might trigger something, because it sounds controversial.
One very popular, I mean, it's already passed, was Karina's Law,
Yeah.
what Commissioner here referenced about, and it's about search warrants for firearms.
Oh,
No?
Orders and order of protection.
oh, and here's another one that they said that
Karina's laws.
commissioners are required to take the Open Meetings Act training, Right to Privacy in the Workplace Act training, and a whole bunch of other ones within the first 30 days of being here.
We're showing him that for. Don't be showing him that stuff.
I'm going, not that I recall. we've
It's
ever taken-
probably an online thing.
It is.
Please provide me the list of recommended training.
I'm sure it's something you sit at the computer for an hour and you can do. That's not, we can do that, but then in the future now, if anyone new comes in, that's
I will gladly look
put
into
a
that.
part of that training file that you're gonna put together.
And I sent you that screenshot of the
Yes,
breakout.
yes.
And I was going, wow, not that many people drop out in the orals compared to our orals. Something in our, well, I kind of liked our orals, but maybe we're either too harsh or our questions are not geared towards a brand-new person. So they asked me to go, has your legal reviewed your questions to see how it pertains to today's new applicant standards? And the only thing that I thought was that, okay, interviewing a 22-year-old person versus a 30-year-old person, especially somebody who's got some background, the questions are way easier for the older person. So I'm wondering, are we bouncing out some of the earlier ones? Because it's just the way our questions are. Because I mentioned the question about the sleeping officer. And they're like, yeah, what 20-year-old person knows, you know, in his mind, oh, the rules are, I got to tell my sergeant, I got to tell my chief, if they're sleeping, violate the rules. I'm like, well,
But that's not the answers we're getting. They're not even from the 20-something-year-old, so I don't know. that
that's not the answer I would, I wouldn't score that as a good one. I would score that as, you know, you got to show empathy, you got to talk to the officer, da, da, da. And they said, well, you know, some 20-year-olds won't know that. I'm going, I guarantee when I was 20, I didn't know that. But, I don't know. He just said that you might want to have your legal look at our questions that we use. We've used them for quite a while.
We've actually updated the questions
Yeah.
approximately 2 years ago. Chief and I did at the time to reflect current times. But that is a good point. That's absolutely something we can do, run it past legal and see what their recommendation is.
Did you happen to get any sample questions or anything like that from anybody else there?
No, but I think they'd all be willing to provide them. I asked them if there's a standard, and the answer was no. I'm going, well, wouldn't it be a job of the commission? I mean, not our commission, but this IA, whatever they're called. Collect that, pull it up, let us pull from it.
I think they look at questions specific to the agency, what the agency's needs are, given the makeup of the town or the city, makeup of the department.
Like if we put ours up there, here's our 10, and they put up their 10, we get at least a laundry list of,
Sure.
oh, that's a really good question to use.
I agree.
If you have an email chain or anything that you're involved in after that, you could, you know, throw it out there. Be like, hey, you know, here's the 10 that we're using. Can other people throw theirs in? And then you can have some samples to dive.
And my only other takeaway was that a size of 3 is a very good number. Those with more than 3 have nothing but complaints, like major complaints.
Yeah.
Two of the places had 7, and they said they can never get together. It's just comprehensions.
Good.
No, I enjoyed it. I appreciate you sending me down there, and it was worthwhile for sure. What a cute little boutique hotel it was, but yeah, it was
Good,
fine.
good. I'm happy to hear that.
All right. Public
And
comment?
Did
Sorry, go ahead.
you ever take a module?
Oh, what?
Have you ever taken one of the modules?
I have not, no.
Now, is he considered our recording secretary?
He's the city clerk.
Okay, but, as they said, whoever's the recording secretary must take module 6. Oh, and the other thing was, does the commission have all of our records in a certain file cabinet under our control?
The police department does.
Okay. That was like repeated again and again and again that this must stay within the commission. I go, I'm not aware of any filing system, any cabinet, any records, all the documentation, all the hiring, all the personnel files, they say must stay with the commission, under the commission's control, with somebody on the commission holding the key. And it's a state statute.
Even personnel files?
Anything we do
In the hiring.
in a hiring
process.
process.
Sure,
candidates.
yeah, and those are all kept together in a cabinet that is locked, in our locked records room, so there's a double lock, but it is at the control of the police department.
So I would just ask the city lawyers, hey, is this state statute? Because literally that was across the board. Everybody said,
Sure.
I'm not asking for more work, I promise. I'm just repeating what I heard down there.
Guarantee you, you're getting the key.
I cannot find any, the only thing I'm finding on a proposed House bill for
Yeah.
1943 pertains to restraints in schools. And so it clarifies definitions on isolated timeout, physical restraint, and notifications of things along those
What
lines.
about like 1934? It's, like I said, it's gone through the Senate. He says 100% through the Senate, and now they're just waiting for House approval.
Any other comment?
Something with the PSA or something? I don't know.
We'll look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll email the guy here who sent me the information, this guy here, this Bill Egan, super great guy. And I'll ask him to elaborate on it and give me a link or something like that.
Sounds good.
All right, next item, public comment, seeing as there is none. The next regular meeting of the Fire and Police Commission is scheduled for Wednesday, May 28th at 4 PM. Does that work for everybody?
That's a problem for me, so.
It is for me too, I'm gonna be out of town.
Right, so can we do either the day before or the week before? Anybody?
Whichever works for you guys.
Day
I could do
before?
the day before.
How about the day before for you?
I'm leaving on the 27th.
Okay.
We do, oh, no, that was, that's
And then
I'll
Memorial
go
Day.
on the 27th, 28th, 29th, be back on the
How about the
30th.
Wednesday before?
So that'd be the 21st
Yeah.
of May.
I'm going to be in Europe.
He's going to be in Europe, so that's going to be a problem.
Well, we could do two. We could do a quorum with two.
Okay, we could. So you want to do that then, on the 27th?
I could do the 27th.
Right.
27th?
Yeah, we'll do the 27th. then.
I'm not gonna.
You can call in.
Right.
Call in if you want.
Right.
Oh, I can
Call it? Yeah, can you call it? Yeah.
I'm trying to think what the time frame would
If you
be
can, it's okay, we only,
in Las Vegas.
Very nice.
Although I can get a,
It'll be,
I can call in.
it'll be beer 30.
What's that?
It'll be beer 30.
Yeah.
All right, so May 27th?
yeah, May 27th, and then we'll make sure he can call in for that.
All right.
You know.
All right, and that brings us to adjournment. Someone want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye?
All right?
All right, we are adjourned.
Aye.